So we now own our home.
Yep, we paid that off. Completely.
No debt.
No debt.
No debt at all.
So 600,000, boom, gone.
From November, probably, so from February till April, that was gone. So it took us 2 months really to
Get it all
sorted and paid.
Money isn't the root of all evil, the fucking lack of it is.
Not money, the lack of understanding money.
When I put that into emphasis, when I realised that psychological effect and how it hit our family, I FTB all the fucking way.
You are now watching the Money Mentor podcast
with Graham Home.
Graham Home.
You're fucking gone. See ya.
Welcome back to another episode of the Money Mentor, and today we're continuing the Changing Lives Financially episodes. We have two very special guests today. Hello, Martin and Karen. How are we?
Good,
Thank you very much.
We nervous?
A little bit, not too bad. Not too bad.
You'll be fine.
Yeah,
fine.
cool.
How about we start with a bit of background on yourselves, who you are, for anyone who hasn't met you at our events before or community, etc. Give a bit of background for us.
Okay.
Oh, you can do that one because you'll know that.
You can't fuck this one up.
No, that's right, yeah. So I think we met in 2021.
Yes.
Yeah, at a party, and and we were sort of both separated around about, and that's where it all began, really, wasn't it? So we haven't been that long together, as you know, a few years. We both had our own finances. I was a little bit wasteful with mine when I got the settlement for my home. I think somewhere it says that I went out and bought an expensive car because I'd never had that luxury before.
Right.
And then very soon realised that was a dumb thing to do.
Right.
You know, so that was before we even heard of you, as it were, and Infinity. And so I learnt a lesson there. Wasted some money pretty quickly.
Okay. But it was a nice car.
And we had our own finances, didn't we? And we didn't move in together until 2022.
2022.
Yeah. Yeah, and still had separate finances even then.
Yeah, he was the lodger.
Yeah, she says that.
Because I basically said, no, this is my home. I'm paying for it, paying the mortgage. You can pay me rent. That's it. Everything else I paid for, mortgage. If we did renovations on it, if he went out and bought a packet of screws, I would pay him back.
Right.
I just didn't want to give up that control.
No, I think because where you'd come from as well, you wanted to have that independence and you wanted to prove that you could do it yourself.
I could do it.
So I was like there when she says lodger. Yeah, I was doing a lot of house reno as well, so I was doing a little bit extra. But I wanted to help, but she was adamant that wasn't what she wanted.
Okay. Protecting yourself.
And it wasn't till we got a long way down the road with the renos and the money started to run out, and you said, well, maybe I might have to get some help with this.
Then we found Infinity.
That's true, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let's chat. I'll get you guys to give us a rundown then pre-Infinity, because that's who you guys are, what the background is. What was the financial? So what property or properties did we have, incomes, or give us a bit of a breakdown on all of that.
So I had my townhouse that I'd bought, and I bought that in March 2022, and then it didn't really suit. I thought that was going to be my forever home because it was just very different. And then I thought, no, this is not it. I need a house. I need a little bit of space. And so September 22, I bought a house, which needed a lot of work. And I had a reasonable super. I've always worked. I've worked almost full-time most of my life. So I had reasonable super. Savings, not so much. I probably had about 2,000 savings. I had a novated lease, which after listening to the masterclass, I had a heart attack and thought, how much money have I wasted?
Depends how it was structured.
Look, to be honest, it actually suited me at the time because then I didn't have to come up with extra money.
Yep.
And so I had that when we first got together. Yeah.
And I had a pair of units that was part of our divorce settlement for my wife. We had 3 properties in total, and we just split them up based on values.
Yep.
So I ended up with 2 units. My ex-wife took we had a nice townhouse.
Yep.
She took that. So I had that, didn't I? And then I can't remember. Did I buy the apartment
Then you bought an apartment when we were
when
together.
I sold the Mercedes?
When you sold the
ridiculous
Mercedes.
car. I bought an apartment instead.
Sold the car and bought a house.
I said to him, I said, you need to buy real estate. I
Yeah.
love real estate.
Okay.
It is my favourite thing in the world. I love real estate. And I thought, buy the apartment. Worst case scenario, if we split up,
I like that.
I know.
Somewhere
Real
to go.
estate, Real estate, number one. Art, number two. My favourite thing, real estate.
Yeah. But I thought, okay, worst case scenario, he's got an apartment. So if anything happens to us, he's secure.
Right.
And which
Yeah.
was important for me.
Yeah, and then I guess you, let's be honest, you found Infinity. But that was after you'd been to see a financial advisor.
I'd been to a financial advisor
And she
and
was in tears.
then I had to go back and see the financial advisor for my plan. I initially went to see him somebody said, look, you need to get your finances. How do we get this happening? Then I hadn't actually been for my plan, but I did find Infinity. I was looking for something. I knew I didn't like where I was.
As long as you're doing something's the main thing with anybody, right?
Yeah, but I didn't like where I was. I knew that I needed a better plan. I knew I wanted to move forward. I knew I wanted to have choice in life.
Yep.
And I didn't feel like I had that. So I looked at a lot of different, people on
Yep.
on Facebook.
Yep.
And then I saw your, it was supposed to be 45 minutes, but I think it was a bit longer, your session.
It's one of the live ones I tend to blow up at people in the chat
Yeah.
bar and fucking lose them. And sometimes they're an hour and a half.
Yeah. So I watched that one. I think you were beside me while I watched that one. And then as soon as you did the marketing, I was like, got my card out and thought, yeah, I have to do this.
But had you done the financial plan yet with the financial?
I'd been to see him and said, this is what I need.
Right.
This is what I've got. And he said, well, come back I'll put something together for you.
Yep.
But I don't know. You sort of go somewhere and you think, I don't have a good sense about this.
It wasn't the right fit for you.
It wasn't the right fit. And after I went back for my plan, it was definitely not the right fit.
Okay.
And then so as soon as you said, okay, this is the masterclass, I had my credit card out, I paid for it.
Right.
And Barn goes, what are you doing?
you fucking
And I'm
doing?
like, yeah, I'm doing it. But it was all in my name at that stage.
Right.
This is
Because
true.
we hadn't joined finances.
You need to tell Graham what the financial
but
advisor
we'll get
told
to
you.
that. I'm not done.
Okay, because that's
So-
important.
Then the financial advisor I think it was about the next day, I get an email saying, you ready to come for your plan? And I'm like, that's $1,600 I've just spent on Infinity. Where do I come up with $1,600? So I actually sent an email to your team saying, can I get my money back? I've changed my mind. Can I get my money
enough.
back?
And luckily they said no.
And they said no. They said no. Yeah, they said no.
Oh, assholes.
That's
No,
good.
look, it was actually
as well.
the best thing. But so they said, no, you have to do the masterclass. If we can't help you, then we'll give you
Yeah, the money back
which was
guarantee.
fine.
Yeah.
Which was fine. And so I thought, okay, how do I make this work? Thought, okay, I can come up with $1,600, budgeted a little bit more, took a bit of money out of my redraw, and then went to the financial
Oh,
planner.
'cause you had to pay the financial planner.
Yeah.
I had to pay the financial
They'd
planner,
done
and
the
I
work.
didn't, because he had done the work. So I was paying for the plan.
$1,600 for the plan.
$1,600 for the plan.
Right.
And I get there, and he says to me, he said, oh, you're okay, but you're going to be working till you're 67. You're going to have to make at least an extra $10,000 a year. And your super, you're going to have to start contributing more to that. I had a reasonable super.
Didn't he say also, don't think about buying any more property?
Don't buy any more properties, but you may just manage if you keep going the way you're going. Plus, you have to make an extra $10,000 minimum per year. And I'm like,
So $1,600 to say, earn some more money, don't make any more fucking investments,
Yep.
and top up your super and live like a miserable fucking sod for the rest of your life until
Yeah.
you
Exactly
retire.
that, yeah.
yeah,
But then exist from
She was
67.
devastated.
I
I
cried.
would have been too.
Yeah.
I
She
just
thought
wanted
that
to-
life
Punched
was
me in
over.
the dick.
It was awful.
Yeah, when you came home, it's like, I'm buggered.
I'm buggered.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just I was like.
But then in the
Did you get your $1,600 back? That sounds like riveting advice.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So that plan definitely wasn't the right fit.
No, it
No.
wasn't. It wasn't.
No, it was definitely not. That was terrible advice. Yeah.
So.
Okay. And then and then you did masterclass.
Then I did masterclass. So
after
there
that,
was I had signed up for masterclass, but because I do shift work, I couldn't get the whole weekend off. Finally got the weekend off. Did masterclass. Right. Came to the end of masterclass and said, "How do I make this happen?" Right. I knew I wanted in.
Yeah.
I knew it was the right fit, and I could see that it would work.
Okay.
So then I had to go to him.
Here we are.
Well, there
And
we
here
are.
we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how much was the mortgage when we started?
You had two.
Yeah, I had one mortgage which was $370
Yep.
on the townhouse, and I had the mortgage on the house that we live in now, which was, I think, about at that stage about $620.
Okay.
Started off at $650, so I had put 30 in it in that time.
Okay.
But by the time we actually joined Infinity and started the plan, I think we were down to $580 on the principal.
She was
payment.
very good at paying extra into it.
Yeah. Could have done that without the $1,600.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Okay. And then the 2 units as well had some debt on them?
Yeah, so this is where I can't remember the exact figures. It wasn't a great deal.
So you had $280 on one of them.
Yeah.
And the other one you'd actually sold and paid
By then.
the apartment off.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
so he initially bought the apartment while we were
So I sold one of the units,
and
paid the apartment off,
Yep.
and put the rest in the offset against the other loan,
which
was then I just every penny that came from all the rents
Yep.
from the apartment I just paid into that loan to get that down. But this is after we sort of had interactions with you guys, and I knew that's what we needed to do. So with that, sort of your influence even there was pay that down.
But you're still a bit sceptical.
Had we been to REM by then? No, we hadn't.
No, we cheated a bit. We cheated a bit for REM, because when we first joined, we joined in November, and then we had a meeting with our financial strategist in December, and then the day that we had it, he said, "Oh, I'm just meeting you, but this is my last day, and I'm going back home." So we're like, okay.
Yeah, one of the staff we moved.
So that was fine. And then our relationship manager, we had a couple of contacts, but we cancelled a few, so he's getting even more skeptical. He's like,
we had a bit of a
this is a bit of a rot. And then there was a notification came out and said, who would like to go to REM? And I'm like, yeah, I'd like to go to REM. So I just signed up, not realising that probably wasn't supposed to. And then Mo, our financial strategist, love Mo, he gets on the phone, goes through our strategy, and we said, oh yeah, we're going to REM in February. So we did the Valentine's REM, which was great.
Yeah.
And he goes, I don't think that you guys are ready to go to REM.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh. And then he comes back and said, no, G says you can come. So, yeah.
We had to tidy up some loose ends. So,
yeah.
Get it done. It helps when you're all in the room together and it's real and you can have conversations, you know what I mean, as opposed to all the digital shit. So,
yeah. And that was the reality for you.
And that's when in that room, and I saw the people on stage and talked to people. And it's like, oh my God, this is genuine. Because, let's be honest, there's a lot of scams.
So much
a lot of scam.
Not even
trust the
scams.
bank.
There's just so much shit out there that isn't really beneficial.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's a sale.
Yeah.
There's a sale.
Yeah.
There's a transaction. You get some sort of advice or product or service or house or loan, and they get a commission.
That's it.
But that's it. It's transactional and it stops. And that's it's not even some of it's a scam, but it's just some of it's just shit.
Yes. You're not getting really what you.
It's not
the service
valuable.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
Whereas with Infinity, we get full support.
Yeah.
And
So what do things look like today? financially?
Well, let's just get this right. So the apartment I had paid for, and then I sold the other unit.
Yes, so we now own our home.
Yep.
We paid that off completely.
No debt.
No
No
debt.
debt.
No debt.
No debt at all.
So
And
600,000, boom, gone.
Gone.
from
Yeah.
November, probably, yeah. So from February till April, that was gone. So it took us 2 months really to
Get it all.
get it all
Yeah.
sorted and paid, because we did sell the 2 properties, yours
Yeah, we
and
used
mine.
your townhouse
townhouse,
sold,
yeah.
yeah. And that
Yeah,
cleared
which
it
was
off.
good.
And still left us, because what we're forgetting, and amongst all this, we're renovating this house, that was a $250,000 project that blew out considerably, and that, like they do. And so in amongst that, we've still managed to do and pay for all that as well.
Yeah.
So
Done really well.
Yeah, Karen is really, really good at
And so now have we merged forces? And
so all
finances
our bank accounts, joint
Yeah.
bank accounts.
bank
yeah.
accounts and bodily fluids finally.
Exactly, yeah.
Right, we're done.
Yeah.
We're on
So
now.
that was
Yeah.
I was the lodger with benefits.
But at the back of my mind, I had this thing that if he pays rent,
Yeah.
if something happens,
Yeah, it's all
I
mine.
don't-
He's just
it's
a
all
tenant.
mine.
He's a
He's a
tenant. He's a
tenant.
lodger.
he's
Yeah.
a tenant, and it's
Look, and it is a smart thing legally in like de facto relationships to be like, okay, this is fresh. If they pay me a commercial amount of money,
Yeah.
your board, lodge, whatever,
Yeah.
not coming for my asset, right?
Yeah.
It's a smart decision until you can build that trust together.
yeah.
So,
And I think it was also I think I saw the value in actually as a unified team. We do so much better than individuals.
well, you go further, faster, more
for
aggressive,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we did but sell, we'd already sold one of the units and then you sold the
Sold the
second
second
unit,
one.
sold the townhouse. So we did sell the unit and the townhouse.
Yes.
And now we've got the home debt free, that 600 odd's gone.
Still got my apartment, 500,000.
No, you didn't. We sold the
Still had
apartment.
it.
Oh, you still
that.
had the apartment
We
at
only
that
just
stage.
sold that.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
only just
So we
sold it.
said that was fully paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that? What was it? 550 or whatever? Five? What did we sell it for?
565.
565. So I owned that outright.
Yeah.
That made me. It was a good investment. I made $100,000 in 2 years on that.
It's great.
And that was a good buy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So when we've actually sold that now,
Yeah.
that's given us a pot of cash really. That's
So now
we've got
debt-free.
invested.
Debt free.
Got a pot of cash. Any new investments?
We
I
have
have
3 in our personal names and 2 in our self-managed super.
which we've obviously set up as well.
Yeah.
Since
Yeah,
with
which
the
was
Infinity.
good. And the 3 that we have in our own names, all the deposits are totally paid.
Paid them off. Yeah.
So 5.
Yeah,
5 in total. Yeah.
5 in total.
5 in total.
Yeah.
No debt.
No debt.
Merged forces.
Yep.
Fucking further, faster, and 5
Oh,
new properties.
miles faster.
Yeah.
Miles further.
It's
yeah.
just a complete
Yeah.
flip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you think of it, yeah, and the amount of money we
Yeah.
owed, and I still got away with the Mercedes for a while.
And the
Sly
other
dog, you.
car.
Yeah, I have got a couple of other cars as well, but they're off limits. I told Karen, don't think about. I'm not selling them. They're mine.
Well, you own the home, right?
Yeah.
You own the home now. You got the investments. You got equity laid down in the investments. Now it's a time thing.
Well, this is it. Because
Yeah.
that's what we're looking to the future now of what we want to achieve. Because believe it or not, I'm 62 now.
Oh, you don't look a day
I-
over 42.
I know. That's what I'm told all the time.
In the shade.
Yeah, with the sunnies on. So we haven't got a lot of time. I don't want to be working at 67. So we're looking towards securing a financial income that we can.
Yeah, we need this batch of investments to yield a return.
Yes.
In the next 5 years,
Yes, for sure.
because then you can decide whether you hold,
Yeah,
liquidate, and profit. We need to know that 5 year, and typically it'd say 7 to 10. But as you said, you're being more aggressive and going,
Yeah.
I need this to happen in 5.
Yeah.
I don't want to work. Well, I don't want to work past 65, maybe 66.
No. Well,
So,
as I say, I'm going to be 63 in March, and I said to Karen, 65 is a good figure. That used to be retirement age, and when I was growing up, 65 was the target.
Yeah.
That's where I think that's enough.
Yeah.
I work in the car industry, so repairing cars. I've physically worked.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how long you can.
Yeah.
I don't do that now, but yeah, and we've also stashed some money because we haven't paid our capital gains. We've put money aside for that.
Yep.
That's invested at the moment. So we've got it pretty
good position.
We've done a pretty good, based on what we've learnt.
Yeah.
You know.
So what do you think? Why do you think there's such a turnaround compared to what you were told for your $1,600 plan, which really just upset you, or what we've been doing on our own? It's a big turnaround.
For sure.
I think the biggest thing for me, and again, I think this comes from my past. Like, as I said, I've always liked real estate. When I was in my first marriage, we went through a phase where I had 2 young kids and we managed to buy, 6 properties, because we would just, buy them, do a little bit of work on them, use the equity. But it was always that desire to hold, because that's what I always believed, that, okay, if I have them, eventually I will sell them, pay some off, and then I've got that investment. So for me, I didn't really have any ties to the townhouse. I wasn't stuck on it, but I think for me, it's like that's a potential source of income later.
Right.
But you need to sort of explain that you didn't end up with that money though, because it was used to run.
Yeah, but then we had to sell them for other things, which is what you do. So that's fine. Yeah. But I think for me, it was that security, and houses have always felt secure to me.
Okay.
That
real assets,
real assets. Yeah, cash to me. Yeah, you like to have cash, but to be honest, I'm really uncomfortable with the fact that we have cash. I'm like, how do I make that cash work? Yeah, well, it's just going to
diminish every day.
Yeah,
living. Yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't float my boat. It's like, because I must admit, our team I'm sure thinks that I'm neurotic, because as soon as something happens, I'm like, okay, I'm ready. What am I doing now?
What can we buy?
What can we buy? And I do. It's like, okay, I'm about to sell the apartment. What's next plan? Am I going to REM? And they're like, no, you've got to sit. And I'm like, oh, no.
Okay.
So we invested, sold it.
And so we've put some in
we put some aside for the renos, and then we put some in the fund.
Oh, the mortgage fund, yeah.
Yeah, we've got some in a mortgage fund, but I'm still not comfortable with it. For me, it's like, I personally feel that I need to be a little bit more aggressive because of the time, and I don't mind risk. Okay. I took you on. I don't mind risk.
Oh shit!
Harsh, eh?
I think you just got called a liability.
I know.
Here we are thinking we're assets, us men, right?
What are all those bits of paper you got me signing?
Yeah. Those ones that's all in my name.
Oh, just sign here. Just sign here.
Sign here. Yeah. But So.
So okay. After this podcast, we'll review the strategy anyway, because we always ask people to come back and do a part 2 and a part, because people hear it the first time and go, oh yeah, that could have been all rosy. Maybe they're pissed off with him in 6 months' time. Right? Maybe it didn't work. So it's always good to come back in 6 months and 12 months and go, yep, these investments have done this, we've done this. I wanted to be aggressive. We reviewed the strategy after the podcast, and we've actually now done this, because it's always a moving target.
Of course.
Rates come down, debt gets reduced, get a bit of cash. Because the other thing too is when you're aggressive, and it depends on time, that's when you hear me talk about those stretch strategies.
Yeah.
So that's where we say, okay, well, we've got a portfolio of X right now. That's going to happen here. But we've got all this capital. Well, we could deploy more capital now, because that's my baby, right? When I bought there at Eve, I put 185 grand down. Settles. And it's gone up like my return on capital is way more than 100%.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's gone from 1.85 to fucking 3 point something.
Yeah.
And that only works in a rising tide.
Yes.
Which we have at the moment in your little window there, where you say, oh, well, fuck, it'd be nice to pull the pin in 3 years. I think the next couple of years, we can see with the supply-demand issue, we've got growth.
Yeah.
We don't want to pull the pin. We just want to be in a position where we can
pull back.
Choice.
It's choice.
And then do. So we got some income.
Yeah, you might do different things. Yeah. Or you might, be on a business, not in it, or all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. And so.
Yeah. See, I don't imagine. I like what I do. So, I don't see myself leaving it but to have the choice to decrease and to spend more time, because we've both got grandkids.
Yep.
And so that's really important for me, that I have the time.
Yep.
And I think that's the other thing that Infinity has given me that I didn't expect. Yes, we've paid off the mortgage, but by paying off the mortgage, I'm able to basically be able to fly to Sydney to see my other grandson. Whereas, you know, before it'd be like, how do I budget and afford
Yeah, and budget.
those?
Our budget.
Yeah.
She's the budget Nazi, this one.
Really?
Oh yeah, I'm very, very strict
Very
with our
strict
budget.
on our budget. And I go, come on.
What used to happen if you paid your board and lodging a day late?
Oh, I was in trouble. I
know exactly when things are coming in. Yeah.
So okay, budget guru.
Yeah, she is like,
I am very strict with our budget, and so much so that we started with $450,
Okay.
which a lot of the time because we were doing renovations, we were buying some of the renovation stuff out of it. So it wasn't just on our food, fun, and fuel.
Bunnings is fun though, right?
Yeah, Bunnings is fun.
If
I
you
love
get a
Bunnings.
sausage on the way out, it is.
Absolutely, yeah. Gone up though.
Yeah.
But then when they did that challenge on the MAM to say, can you decrease it? So I decreased it to $350. Didn't share that with him. Didn't share it. But there was always enough money. I'm the one that does all the cooking. I do a lot of the shopping. I do the meal prep. And so, you know, sometimes it is a little bit tight. And he says, can we get this? And I'm like, no, not quite. Maybe tomorrow we'll get that.
So you're being really aggressive with the whole strategy.
Yeah.
You've
Because
grabbed it and run with it, and
Oh,
it's
sure, 100%.
Because I can see the benefit of actually doing it and doing it properly.
That's a good question. As you start the process, right, and this obviously sales, not to clear there, but as you start the process now and you stick to the food fuel fund, how much cash flow are you seeing all of a sudden?
Well, this one is a bit tricky. That's probably not as much as we should.
Yep.
But because we're buying stuff, paying tradies and stuff, so we're still going through that, and it drags. It's like any project. You do so much on it, and you think, oh, I think we need to do that now, or we need to change that. So it's like it's never a definite figure, is it?
Yeah.
And that's so we're still working our way through that.
But
So we're not sweeping. We've swept a fair bit, but not as much as we would or could if we weren't.
Yeah, I still like to sweep at least 5,000 a month.
Well, hey, 60 grand a year.
Yeah.
Net of
So
tax.
that's my
I mean, plus
that's my
fund a
aim.
reno, plus live life,
Yeah.
plus maybe go to Europe next year or something.
We are.
Hello.
We are. You're on it.
Hello, Tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off to Europe next year?
Yeah, I got a nephew who's getting married. I wasn't able to go to his brother's wedding because of COVID.
Yep.
So we're going back and we're going to spend 6 weeks there doing a cruise and going through
Nice.
Italy and stuff.
Beautiful.
Blow out a little bit, but
Yeah, I'll see you there.
yeah,
European summer.
lovely, eh?
Got to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we've managed to pay for our flights because, again, I listen to the podcast and they say pay for flights early.
Yep.
Paid for the flights, put a deposit on a 7-night cruise. We've got some of our accommodation sorted already. And so that what I'll start doing is actually just making sure that we pay things so that it's not a big hit right at the
All
end.
sort of done.
Yeah.
Just have fun, have your spending money. And
Yeah, spending money is always hard. We went to Thailand and it's like, oh, no, we're going over the FFF.
Yes.
I will say this, when you are enjoying yourself, when it's holiday time, well, forget FFF.
I know, but it's just that mental.
If he wants a pint, let him have a pint. If you want a glass of Sav or bubbles or something, have the glass of bubbles. You know, like
Yeah.
you've really got to make sure. I talk to people about this. When Beck and I first started this, I come out of my divorce. It was about 248 grand of debt. I was fucked. Beck took my absolute worst. I don't know what she's seeing in me. And we actually set up a monthly reward system, quarterly, biannually, and annually. So we wanted to get to the point where we could do 2 really good holidays a year, whether it was Thailand, Bali, fucking down the coast, up the coast, whatever. But we had this monthly reward system because we realised that for a bit of delayed gratification, I deserve to buy my fucking coffee every day. We deserve it. So there's a bit of ego in that, right?
Yeah.
So, and coming from a good position to a shit position all of a sudden and wanting to be good again, I'm like, well, I need something for me. She knew how I was always like, she knows I need something to chase. If I don't have something to look forward to, forget it. I'm manic. So that was, okay, he's making it. We're going to do $5,000 this month. If we hit $5,000, we're allocating 10% and we're going a date night. Just making up numbers. Okay, you hit it, $500, off you go out for a beautiful steak and a bottle of red, whatever it may be. And we did that, and that was instrumental for us because the more we did, the hungrier we got.
Of course, yeah.
Because we then really were like, okay, I'd love to, let's go, we're in Port Macquarie, let's have a weekend away in Sydney. Let's stay at whatever hotel. Let's go here for dinner. Let's do that. We'll drive down instead of fly down. Save some money. All right. Well, shit, that's going to cost X for the steak, X for the hotel. We need to do this to get that 10%. And we just kept nailing it and nailing it. And we kept moving the goalposts.
Yeah.
And we were actually further ahead after the reward than we were without it.
Right.
Because without the reward, the way I was wired, and Beck picked this up, was I was less inclined to stick to it, or I couldn't hold on to sticking to it for a lengthened period of time.
Yeah.
So do what works. I'm not saying how to suck eggs, but I just share that with people from someone who's done it for a long, long time. And then we had the quarterly, and the quarterly was the staycation, weekend away. Monthly was usually like a nice dinner or something, something a bit simpler. But the quarterly was like a trip. Might be Byron Bay for a couple of nights. Beautiful. And then 6 monthly, we hit the target for the 6. It was a trip. Whether it was national, international, whatever, and same at the end of the year. And that worked perfect for us.
Yeah.
Now, you can obviously stretch them out to bigger things, but you do have to feel delayed gratification is great, but there has to be some little mini targets to hit along the way.
Yeah, and we do want to travel, you know, because we do. We've booked a trip to West Australia, so we do.
And on those trips, enjoy yourself. So if you say, I'm not hitting a monthly goal and spending, great. Well, that means FFF does not exist on the 6-week trip.
Yeah.
But you can create a budget and say, because Europe's fucking expensive.
Exactly,
I just come back.
Yeah.
Forget a budget in Europe. Do you know what I mean? Like, so you really got to go, right, we're going to say, I'm just making a number, we need €500 a day, whatever it is, right? That's $1,000 Aussie, probably, but
it is.
you need that much money, right? And you just run with that.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the FFF. That's your time to enjoy the fruits of the labour all year. That is why you went through it.
Yeah.
So just make sure you're really comfortable in that. Otherwise, you become a bit dull and boring.
Yeah.
You don't want to be reusing a tea bag on your holiday.
Sharing a tea bag.
Dishwater.
Yeah.
Well, we do get that when I'm going, come on, Karen, let's just buy that. And you're going, no, it's not in the budget. We're not doing it.
Yeah, and it's, I think for holidays, I probably do need to relax a bit, but I suppose it's not having that, it's having that mentality of feeling like there's not enough money in the account. So you really have to do a total mind flip to say, and it's not that it's not there, it's not that you don't trust the process, but it's going from having to scrimp and save and have I got enough for that? Because again, that's the other thing. A bill comes in, we don't think about it anymore because we have that bill thing, and it's great, to actually know that a bill's coming out and it's okay, I'm not having to fossick around for money or move money from different accounts.
What's been the hardest thing in the process?
For Karen, we keeping me in the straight and narrow. I've got the bug for it now. So the money thing and the money in the accounts and earning this interest a month. But the hardest thing, I don't think it's hard. I've actually found it enlightening.
Okay,
really,
bit liberating in a weird way.
Yeah, because you can see that you can do really well and still live okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care that I don't buy a coffee out every day anymore. Yeah. Well, not that I really did anyway, but it doesn't bother me that.
Yeah. Because it is important that you've only got one life, right? Some people go, fucking YOLO, blah, blah, blah. But you've also only got one opportunity in your working life to fund the rest of your life. And or any legacy that you want to leave behind if you do for anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. You go, well, okay, still have a good life. Just more focused and a bit more liberated on what I do with what we've got.
I think one of the hardest things for me is knowing that we have funds and not feeling like I'm in a position at the moment to necessarily give them to our kids. You know, now's a good time to give them to the kids so they can afford their own place. So it's, you know, but I realise the impact to us where we don't have a lot of life left to, you know, to save and make. But not, you know, especially now with the 5%, giving them choices, you know, being able to actually say, if we give you $50,000 with the amount of kids that we have together, you know, how does that impact our life? And that's really hard, you know. But at the same time, I do know that they need to make their own way. And that is something that I've taught them, to work and make their own way. But, you know, not being able to say, hey, we've paid off our home, we've got this, how can we help you? I don't feel that we're in that space just yet.
Although we have been giving them second-hand advice, as it were, saying, no, you need to be doing this. Like my son, he's actually looking at our auction tonight. You know, it's not timing the market, it's timing the market. I think that's one of your sayings, right? Yeah, and I say, Tom, don't wait. Don't save another 30 grand because the house will have gone up 50.
No.
That's right.
Get in it now.
Look what happened when they dropped the 5%. Prices moved 30, 40 grand almost overnight, right? Literally, moved straight away. And they've gone more now, 100. And I kept telling them, it's going to move the whole market through the bottom and the middle, because that will become more competitive. They'll end up getting more banker mum and dad because they'll have to spend a bit more. There'll be more people attacking those price points. It's driven the whole market up through the bottom and the middle. We called it early. It's very simple economics.
That's right.
So, that's the bit I find challenging. Sometimes our budget is tight, but I figure, you know, you just become more creative.
You can also, you know, I also say to people too in the latter years, you can be a little bit looser with it. So it's okay to be like, you know what, 450 is 550. She's like, shaking her head in the back.
Because all of a sudden it blows out. And I think it's also about, are you committed to this or not? And
I was just testing, by the way, so I like the response.
Did you see her like,
I didn't even feel it. You could also, she's like, I was like, okay.
She did a Karen on you there.
Yeah, protect yourself at all costs.
well, you know, it is one of those things because we do want to live a life before we're you know, we're healthy at the moment. We're, you know, so we want to be able to live a life. And if it means, okay, we take another day before, you know, we buy the groceries or where the fuel's a little bit less, that's okay.
You sound like you're on welfare or something there. Going on.
Sometimes when you go to the bank and you say, can I have that? I'm thinking, yeah, I am on welfare today.
Yes,
no. And it's made worse because I haven't told him. On 60 strong, you have to put money from our FFF into another account.
Are you 60 strong at the moment?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
And talk about regimented, unbelievable. The dedication, the commitment to it.
Are you enjoying it?
I do actually. I do.
With Casey or Nick?
I'm with Casey.
Yeah.
I've really embraced, again, that's another thing that I've got from Infinity that I didn't expect, that is the health benefits and feeling good. Would never have been able to do 75 hard, only just because of the time commitments.
Yeah. But you know what's funny? We created 60 Strong ourselves to put a financial spin, a mental, you know, personal development. But I added the 10,000 steps. It takes about 80 minutes for someone to walk 10,000 steps if they have to go do it. And you've got to do 60 minutes of strength. 75 hard's 45 minutes and 45 minutes. 60 strong's probably 60 minutes and 80 minutes anyway. So I was a bit cheeky.
Yeah, but I do find the steps easier to do in normal work.
Okay.
So I can get that done in in work. So that's
Well, not all
as
of it.
not all of it, but a lot of it.
Yeah.
As long as I'm not
We have
doing
a
the
good
desk
walk
job.
every night with the dog too.
Yeah, and it's good. It gets us out and
Yeah, we always done that anyway. To be fair.
Yeah.
So it's just,
yeah. But no, it's good. And so he gets the benefit of the meals
Yeah.
because
Yep.
Yeah.
he just eats what I cook.
I'm
Yep.
just not. I just can't be that dedicated to when I see him like going out at 9:30 at night because we've had the grandchildren and she's got to go to the gym.
Good on you.
I really, yeah.
You know, if you're
I'm
going to do
going, no, I'm not doing it.
Have a beer.
it. Yeah. Yeah.
You enjoying
you
it?
know,
I'm actually loving it.
Okay.
Initially, it had been a while since I'd been in a gym. You know, I was one of those ones that paid for a gym membership and didn't go.
Yeah.
And then I thought, okay, but now I probably am a little bit psychotic about it. You know, I have to get it done, you know, and we're away and he's, you can have this. And I'm
Did it
like,
this
no.
morning. In the hotel.
Yeah.
Good on you.
It's
Yeah.
good.
See, and the results will be just before the Christmas party.
Yeah, then
I know,
yeah, she's
I know,
going
I'm
to be
so-
like one sparkly wine and be gone.
Yeah. Actually, it's the
It'd be a
food.
cheap night.
It'll be the food.
That's why I thought if I get everyone on
Yes.
this fitness kick before the open bar, it'll be a cheap open bar.
I was thinking that.
I haven't done it, so we're all good.
You drink for the two.
I'll make
Yeah.
up for it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well done. I enjoy it.
Been very good.
Yeah.
What would you tell me what you think we could do better? I always like to know what we could do better.
Oh, apart from the shaky beginning with
Yeah,
not having
staff overseas and
missing
stuff
and them
like
going to the
Yeah,
REM
yeah.
and we haven't
Yeah.
had that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Because I'm always intrigued by systems and processes and continuous improvement. So I don't know, like someone said to me before, I opened a Western Australian office because of the time zones. And I was like, oh, okay.
yeah.
But then you're diluting your product too much. And I think that's the issue, is the fact that for me, you know, and I know you, in a lot of your podcasts and things, you talk about that you sort of take a bit of a step back and you've got your team to do it. But I think for a lot of people, you're the one that people relate to. And so
Yeah, that is changing. I'm
it is.
absolutely pulling back. So
Yeah,
that
it
is
is.
changing. Like masterclass now, I only do
Yeah,
a
we
little
see-
bit of
we watch
it.
Yes.
them all the
Mostly
time, yeah.
Rachel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is good. But then
Yeah.
if you send another team over, it dilutes. You know, it does make it easier for the people that live over there, or just tell them not to live so far away.
Yeah, fuck it. Move to this side.
To their side of the world.
don't need an
Move to the good
office.
side.
They don't need an office. They just need to get up or go to bed later. And
Yeah.
when
Yeah, or we've got to do shifts for the staff and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. That was a suggestion earlier because it's been on the cards for a while. There's so much WA clientele now
Yeah.
that everyone's like WA, but no one comes into an office. It's all Zoom and call.
No, that's
Yeah.
this is the
Yeah.
first time we've been here, isn't it?
And I always pick everyone's brain. I'm like, what could we do better? What could we add? Like next year we're looking at adding some more health stuff. So I'm working with a private doctor now and some biohacking stuff, and so I'm only 9 kilos down into the journey now in a little period of time. But I did Europe and back and came back 7 kilos better off.
Wow.
You came really? Yeah,
Took my PT with me.
yeah.
Hit my steps every day, gym every day, ate, super clean. Still had a dinner in there with a bottle of wine in a fancy restaurant, stuff like that, and came back 7 kilos better off.
That's good.
So 9 now, been back for a couple of weeks, so I'm testing that at the moment, just around health and vitality and stuff like that. It works for me, it'll fucking work for anyone. But I'm just trying to figure out what else we can do that's value add, or what can we do better, all those sorts of things.
I think sometimes you know how we do have a relationship manager, our wealth strategist and our financial strategist. I think occasionally having, especially if you're undergoing a change or something's happened, having them come together on one Zoom meeting with the
Good
client,
idea.
so that it's not I'll speak to so and so who'll get back to me. Not for everyday things, but just if something's changing.
It's a good idea. It just gets a little bit hard because you have to pull 3 people off 3 out, like all the
Yeah.
clients.
Oh,
do.
yeah, I understand
That's why
that.
they have to talk to each other. It's a good idea. I just got to figure out if I could implement that properly. But I'll take that on board. I like the
It's
idea.
it's not an everyday thing.
Yeah.
But sometimes having them know what each other are doing,
Yeah.
at that time when you need
Yeah.
something changing, like for when we sold or what
Yeah.
the next plan was, or if
Yeah.
you're
Well, yeah.
doing something different on your
When we sold the
journey.
apartment, we thought, right, there's going to be at least one more property with that. It's like 500,000 plus sitting there, and then I'll just put in savings account now.
Oh yeah, that gave me
So it's got to come, and a lot of that has to come back to me still because I'm a control freak, and then we've got to sign off on a new strategy.
Yeah.
That-
Yeah,
so-
but that
but
may
then-
be
but the
something-
good bit about it's probably another REM.
Yeah, well, that's a good idea. Yeah.
I know.
Oh, well, that was a great week.
Look, I actually think the people that you have in Infinity are great. I think
Yeah, they
the
are.
generosity, to have everything planned, even to come down for this podcast has been fantastic. It shows a lot of respect for your clients.
Yeah, good.
Which I think is really, and value, that you value your clients. It's not just go down to the,
Yeah, we don't do the Fleabag holiday motor in or any of that. We make
Yeah.
sure the food's good, the hotels
Yeah.
are good, the travel, all that stuff really matters to me because I care about it.
Yeah.
And we did the best of everything we ever could on the way up, and as we got there, we're like, right, there is no expense spared. It's got to be done properly.
It's been
Yeah.
really good. Yeah.
and
So as I say, the staff are really good. We get lots of feedback and stuff, and
and they're attentive.
sometimes blows my mind when I open my emails and there's like, hang on a minute, there's like 10 emails here. Karen.
I'll leave that to Karen.
Yeah.
She's already responded to 9.
That's what I can't read. I'm dyslexic.
Yeah.
What does
Yeah.
this mean?
Tell me, well, what we'll do is we'll do a strategy review.
Yeah,
It's probably pending for me anyway.
that'd be great.
And we'll see what that looks like. Maybe another, whether it's Zoom or a REM, but I mean a REM would be nice because you get to get in the thick of it again, right?
Yeah.
So maybe another REM, and then and we'll do a potty after that. So we'll do a review in the new year and tell everyone where we've ended up from here, and
Yeah.
can we be a bit more aggressive and how far can we push it without
Yeah.
being dangerous for you? And we'll share that with everyone. What questions have you got from me while we're here and you got me in the hot seat?
I think one of the questions that I have that I don't know whether you thought about, you talk about your persona and you don't always, not everyone's going to love you, which is fine. From my selfish perspective, we like that because we like the team.
talking.
We like the team. We
Yeah.
like the straight talking. Does Beck never consider?
Not interested in it.
Because sort of from sometimes I've listened to
I've seen
ones
her on-
that she's
been
done.
she's been on stage once.
Yeah.
And that was a wild REM. I had one of my mentors come and speak and share, and it was really powerful. The whole room copped a tequila shot. That's how crazy it got. But he donated. I said, cheers to something for they won an award for one of their buildings. I said, cheers to, and he said, no, I got something better, and I didn't know. He said, you really care about the Kmart appeal, blah, blah, blah. It hasn't started. I'm going to kick it off personally with a $100,000 donation, personally, not from our company. I'm fucking breaking down on the stage. I'm in tears, and Beck's gone, fucking hang on a minute. Little introvert, smart as a whip, built the business. She's the brains, right? Just pokes me and I'm the extrovert. She comes running up back, grabs a microphone, gets up on stage and says, well, wouldn't be fair if you did 100 and we did 100. You can't outdo us, so we're going to donate 100 personally. So I'm a blubbering mess, but then I realise I just spent $100,000. So I'll give me another shot. Shit.
That's the shots, yeah.
As it's so good. So that's the only time I've really seen her, because she knows it means a lot to me and to the community. And that's the only time I've seen her really get up and put herself out there. She doesn't like attention. Smartest person I know, does so much in the background, but doesn't like the attention. Doesn't say much. Even in a meeting, she'll sit there and listen. Doesn't say a lot, but if she does, it carries weight. In the meeting, and then she goes, that person's full of shit. They did this, and they doubled. They said that, this, and they don't actually back what they. And I'm like, fuck, I missed that, and I'm pretty, she's just smart as a whip. So yeah, she's not really interested in it. Not interested in the glory. I think for Beck at the moment, she's probably still grasping. This is our baby, right? She was like 21 when we met. Like young.
Yeah.
She went and did a real estate planning, all these diplomas, qualifications, and I'm thinking, how smart am I? And she went and fucking did all of it in weeks or months. And then I find it really challenging, and I feel for women because this is our baby. We're launching the US, but we're ready to have babies. I'm not getting any younger. And she asked me this question. I thought of it. I'm like, fuck. She's like, if I said to you, you're pregnant, stop everything you love right now and you can no longer do it, what would you do? I said, I'd fucking lose the plot. She goes, And I'm like, wow, it really hit deep for me that she's going to have to stop doing everything we've ever done and build and take a break and take that time.
Yeah.
I could probably chest feed, but not breastfeed. So I think that the next big thing for her is just the timing of that next year of she's going to end up having to take a break from her business baby.
Yeah.
And that's not easy. When you build something like this big, impact from the ground up, I feel for her. So kudos to her. But yeah, she's just not interested in it. She had an opportunity to speak at a Forbes thing. Didn't want to do it. Doesn't want the glory. Not interested in it.
Yeah. I suppose because you do talk about Beck being the brains behind it, just to sort of know her.
She'll do.
Yeah, I've
promised
seen
to do some podcasts in the new year.
Just to get to know the other person.
Yeah.
Not that we know you, but you're out there.
Yeah.
And I suppose for me, having the woman come up and tell her journey of what she went through to get here.
Podcasts.
Yeah, I did
she
that.
Said she'd do a couple more, but she's also and she's told me she's also very conscious, and I am too, of what's called key man risk. So key man risk, if I just continuously put myself out there all the time, it's not a business, it's Graham.
Yeah.
And we're actually going the other way and pulling me out of it all.
Yeah.
So she's conscious of that too, because as soon as she puts herself in there more, once you're there, and everyone wants it. You gotta pull it back out. So she's been very smart in that to go, no, the business is a business.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's a lot of Graham. So we've got the Rachels and the Zackies and everyone else's and Mo's. So, I don't know. But she's definitely doing some potties with me.
Yeah.
And she did some crackers. Like one of the most played ones is the third wheel.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So she's
like
done
that
some.
one.
When she's smart as a whip, and you listen to her and it's like, oh, okay, beats me out. Like really, really quick and really smart. So I'd love for her to speak more, but that's... I think one of the respectful things is I leave it up to her.
Yeah.
I include her in everything. I talk about her non-fucking stop.
I bet,
Yeah.
I know she doesn't hear half of it, but if she did, she'd be like, oh, that's probably a bit cute. But yeah, we'll see. A couple of potties, I'll definitely squeeze a couple of potties out of her next year.
Yeah, no, it was because they were good to listen to. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
I don't think so, really. Do I? I can't. No, I don't think so. No.
You should be bloody proud of yourselves. Done really well.
Yes, when you actually go through it like here, it actually makes it feel a little bit more real, really.
Yeah.
Talking about it without actually talking specifics about it.
It's something to celebrate when you're off 60 strong.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
When she's off it, yeah.
Well done. You should be proud.
Thank you.
I'm going to do a little finish a strategy review with the team for you. And just now hearing a few more things and pulling it apart and see how aggressive we can be without adding too much more risk.
Yeah.
And we'll plonk that in front of you and see what you think.
Yeah, no, that would be great.
And then we'll do round 2.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, look forward to that.
Yeah.
Look forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done, guys. Thanks.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Nice
Thank you.
to chat with you.
You fucking gone. See ya.